Hey guys. So instead of showing you my face, I thought I'd show you my tree. Man, these riots. Everybody talking about it. Everybody wearing masks. I want everyone to clearly understand the difference between a programmed person and an educated person. There's a radical difference, and I feel like most of the program people are what you're used to finding in the schools, in the jobs, in the workplace, definitely law enforcement, all uniformed services. These are all program people. Medical, doctors, nurses, they're all programmed. Doctors leave the medicine that they started practicing once they realized that they were not helping people. This is not news. So anyone in these little uniforms and all that stuff, remember, they're just check collectors. They're programmed. They're not necessarily educated. So we need to stop following them and believing in them and calling them heroes. And I'm also going to place preachers in there. Anyone that goes around trying to have a title on their name is actually against God. Jesus said that. Educated people critically think and they look at everything objectively and form solid conclusions that are undeniable. And then they also move forward. They don't obsess, they keep going. They're able to filter information rather than need it as fuel. The fuel for an educated person is to read, to learn, to seek truth, knowledge, information, always understanding that it changes. It's an evolution, so it's nothing that you just close the book on. You keep the book open. I don't want to say all programmed people are closed, because some of them probably do have open hearts, but to a certain extent, you can't be teaching from an open heart if you don't have an open mind. Educated people, I would say, have both and neither. I feel like they're a little more outside of themselves, able to perceive things from a different perspective, more calm, more relaxed state of mind. Educated people, listen to them. They're usually not flashy. They don't use black magic. They don't trick you. Educated people are just collaborators. They're usually not the ones that are given a lot of money. You have to know that all the people that you see on television, all the stuff that gets supported, is chosen. There's a reason why certain people are chosen. Certain band members, it's like there's a band and then all of a sudden there's like the front person that gets swept up and now they're on their own and all super famous and weird and shit. They do evil things. They basically have self-power. So maybe open-hearted people love their own selves. That's great. But that's not anyone to listen to or take guidance from. You need to take guidance from people that are clear in their minds and in their emotions. This is real because there is such a thing. There is good science and there is also bad science. Bad science is being driven by structures. People aren't able to make discoveries anymore. We're programmed to believe that like we know it all. This is it. Everything's here. Yay, we can't. That's not what's real, people. We're in evolution right now. There is so much information being held back, and it is preventing your safety, it is preventing your joy, it's preventing your health, your happiness, your family, your wholeness. So we're going to come into that whole new sum. And that's by educating ourselves and understanding the difference between an educated person and real information, data that is informing us of evolution as we live it. Program people feed you scripts. Tell you, nope, this is what it is. And you're like, nope, that is a programming. You're a check collector. Get out of my way. And unfortunately, often these are the people with batons and guns and military tactics. So, military tactics. So, we have to get seriously clear, and I hope this video helps, because those are not the people to be obeying. Those are not the people to be adoring at all. Again, people with titles in front of their names, people wanting to use their power suppressively. There's two ways energy works. I don't want to say two ways because obviously it's more than that, but let's just, for this moment of collaborating thought, imagine that there is a darkening energy and an enlightening energy. It's either turning you up, turning you down. You know, and when people come at you with that endarkenment, that power, that's not for good at all. We're going to talk about how to deal with that. When people come to you with light information and you can feel it, lifts you up, frees you. That's good. It's not going to try to contain you. You contain yourself. You hold on to the information you need and keep going. Now, dealing with check collectors, the people with batons and guns, they believe they're superior. They really do. So there's a mentality, I would say, that you just want to stay away from. And I would stay away from the people like that. And man, all the people that are down in the streets fighting, like I feel like there's, you know, we could either fight it out in the streets or we could fight it out in the courtrooms. I'm wanting to fight it out in the courtrooms. I'm not really capable of fighting it out in the streets. But there's just all of us doing what we can right now, and it's so sad. It's so horrible to see the violence so misdirected, because I understand its existence, but it's just misdirected. So again, understand the difference between a programmed person and an educated people, and don't hurt the educated people because they're on our side. So it's the programming people that we need basically subdue. And so we just basically need to lay on them, just lay on top of them, just a big, huge pyramid, just lay on top of them, disarm them, and arrest them with little handcuffs, little plastic things, and just remain peaceful and calm. We don't need to loot. I understand people need things. I understand the looting and the rioting. I feel like it's sad. It's not just or unjust. It's just an expression of wild behavior from an oppressed system. If I was there, I would have thrown a window through CNN, or thrown a rock through CNN's window. That's the media. But it would never hurt a human being. You know, but yeah, we definitely have targets. We have people we need to look at. We need to take down. But we don't need to hurt each other. We don't need to have violence. And this is our government's fault, and this is our police fault. This is our police fault. Right there is a horrible, horrible crime. The whole military, uniform, police services, This is your guys' fault. And all of you people that say, well, I'm a good person, I'm a good person. Well, then you should have been writing books about all the bad people instead of just like keeping it internal. You should have left the police department. You should have made more of a fuss because we don't hear you. I don't know a single good police person. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't. If one comes to mind, I'll let you know. But I have been bullied since I was a child. I remember like being threatened to have a ticket for jaywalking because the light wasn't fully green. And like I was 9 and this guy was a jerk to me. You know, it's just like, it's no secret. But let's get organized and let's be careful and let's understand the difference between the programmed people and the educated people. Alright guys, well I think this is going to be a good video. I think it'll be helpful. Just enjoying my tree right now. I'm not even out of bed. So I just wanted to share my thoughts. More to come later. Lots of love, you guys. Peace.